and the team have put in place, which we hope our successors will pick up from there and continue.
Talking about successes, in your speech, you always referred, almost in like every sentence you say successes.
Yes.
You made mention here right now, handing over knowledge.
Yes.
Personally, I think you're not being nationalistic and patriotic. Should you be asked to stay on as the head of BOST, would you take that appointment?
The truth of the matter is we've been in discussions with the transition teams. I know, for example, my replacement at TOR, and very shortly I'll be introduced to my replacement at BOST. So it's a moot point. The point is that I'm not the only Ghanaian who is capable of doing what has been done. And the most critical thing is to lend them our support to make sure that the successes that have been achieved is continued.
Sharing of profits.
Yes.
When it comes to Ghana, end of the year, you see hampers going around and it goes to executives.
Yes.
What was the drive for sharing of profit in BOST?
So when we did the diagnosis on the problems at BOST, one of the things that stood out was staff members telling me that the corruption in the company was so bad. If you were working at BOST and you were not taking money, the rest of the staff members looked at you with suspicion. So we took a decision and said to the staff, the promise we are going to make to you is that you are going to take money, but not under the table. We're going to take it on the table. Above board, everybody will see, and you will pay taxes on it for the benefit of the country. And we encouraged people, and we actually implemented the first major profit sharing arrangement in 2015. When the company made 147 million cedis in profits, we distributed 4.8 million cedis in profits across board. And I know it was a performance-based profit. So I know some members of the staff who are technicians who filled tankers in the depots who got more money than a depot manager. People were getting 80,000 cedis, 100,000 cedis, 40,000 cedis, and a general manager who hadn't been able to perform would get 9,000 cedis. Because you need to move away from an autocracy to a meritocracy. And so we put in place a performance management system, peer evaluated, clear, and made people come to the conclusion that if you worked hard, you got rewarded. And you got rewarded in public and in the open and not under the table like they've been doing.
I wish I was home, sleeping on my profit. If you say you share profits to tackle corruption, the people are there to work.
Yes.
Whether you share profits or not, they signed on to work for BOST and they should deliver.
You see, this is one of the mistakes that public sector in Ghana has done to itself. And one of the reasons why His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama appointed me to BOST is because of my private sector background. I've lived my entire life and worked my entire life in the private sector. So it was to bring in private sector methods. People look at state-owned companies and they behave as if a state-owned company is not an enterprise and shouldn't make money. And that the workers in the state-owned companies are condemned to poverty. Or the only way in which a state-owned company worker makes money is through demonstration and worker agitation. No. It's a company like every other company, private or public. It's a for-profit organization. And you have to use for-profit steps, or you have to take for-profit measures. Because you take that same person and you put him in a private sector company, he makes money and he performs. And he's more honest. These are the principles which guided some of the difficult decisions, but I'm glad to say the decisions that have worked out well for the company. Absolutely. I remember when I was taken to BOST, the first meeting I had with my managers, they told me I'm entitled to a 4-wheel drive and a saloon car. And I told them I came here to fight the culture of entitlement. What have I done to deserve any of these things? His Excellency the President has appointed me, so I should have a 4-wheel drive. No. Let us work, let us pay our debts, let us come out of the hole, and then I can take certain benefits because I've proven that I can perform. That's the confidence with which we started a very difficult journey, and by the grace of God, that confidence and that grace has brought us to a good place. Thank you very much. We appreciate your... GhanaPoliticsOnline.com